Something I haven't talked a whole lot about in this channel is Pokemon. Pokemon is one of my biggest obsessions, and I think it is a crime I haven't talked about it for like 8 months. And look at this thumbnail, I didn't even draw a Mudkip correctly. Mudkip has 3 spiky orange things on each of its cheeks, not 2. Freaking stupid idiot Weeby from 8 months ago can't even draw your favorite Pokemon correctly. By the way, Mudkip's my favorite Pokemon now and not Swampert because Mudkip is more merchandisable. So I've been getting a bunch of random Pokemon thoughts and I'm stuffing them into one video because they're too short to make an entire video of itself. Like this thought. Do Pokemon have cells? Cells are living small blob things in your body, by the way. That's a stupid question. All living things are made of cells. But do grass types have plant cells or animal cells? What kind of cells do Bellsprout have? The Solosis line don't have cells because they are cells. Are all Pokemon made out of Solosises? Solosi? You know what I think? There should be more single-celled Pokemon. The only ones we have so far are the Solosis line. There's a whole section of animals in the single-celled world that Pokemon are missing out on. Like, imagine you're walking in some tall grass and you encounter an E. coli Pokemon. I mean, how hype would that be? Or like a Paramecium Pokemon. Or even a COVID Pokemon. That would not cause any controversy at all. Yeah. Technically, viruses aren't alive. But so are keys and Pokemon still made those. Pokemon, here's your next game names. Pokemon Mitosis and Pokemon Meiosis. If you don't know what that is, just Google it. I'm not going into how Solosis would actually reproduce. But speaking of reproduction, did you know that legendary Pokemon aren't actually alive? There are a few criteria scientifically to show if something is alive or not, and to be alive, you need to reproduce. But if I put my Zekrom in the daycare with a Ditto, I don't come out with a little baby Zekrom. I mean, I would love to, but Pokemon disappoints us once again. But speaking of the daycare, man, I'm going crazy with these transitions. There technically isn't 1025 Pokemon species. A species is differentiated when they no longer can breed with each other, but most Pokemon can breed with each other. So scientifically speaking, there are 15 Pokemon species. The 15 is from the amount of Pokemon egg groups, or the group of Pokemon that can breed with one another. And legendary Pokemon don't count because they're imposters and aren't actually alive. Like Salt. Freaking Salt tricked me into thinking they were alive. I've been watching a lot of older Pokemon game theories, and most of them talk about biology. So now I'm the weirdo who's gonna ruin the party with my stupid facts. Don't worry, I'm never invited to any parties. Why isn't there a lot of Huntail merchandise? Like, there's 100 Pikachu plushes, but as far as I could see, there's one plush of Huntail. Come on, people, give Huntail some love. Look, he's got some spots, and he's blue. Hashtag Huntail love, guys. What? You guys haven't heard of Huntail before? None of you have? What the distortion world, guys? You know what's another underrated Pokemon? Pyukumuku. Sure, he has no damage dealing moves other than counter and bide, and sure, he's the slowest Pokemon along with Shuckle and Munchlax. But I used him in the Pokemon Too Many Types playthrough, and he was part of that team for sure. He replaced Arctovish on my team because the only actual good move you learn is Ancient Power. You are literally level 50 and you know Ancient Power and Bite. But Pyukumuku was special because it knew Curse, Baton Pass, Light Screen, and Recover. So in the Elite Four, I brought out my Pyukumuku and Light Screen, and then I maxed out my attack and defense stat recovering whenever I got below half HP. Then I Baton Pass to Beware, who swept with Hammer Arm. This is why Baton Pass is banned in Pokemon Showdown. He was also useful when the Among Us Elite Four member brought out its Ditto. Don't ask. Ditto transforms into a Pokemon with no attacking moves, and the AI does not have the capacity to do a Baton Pass strat. This last one is just a little story. I was at my friend's house and I was watching some Pokemon Horizons, as you do. My friend was playing friggin' Brawl Stars. In the anime, a Cuffin did Ironhead, and I was like, wow, Ironhead, it has 80 power and a 30% chance to flinch. Why do you know that? And that was the moment I learned that I've officially become a Pokemon nerd. I've been playing a lot of Pokemon Showdown, so I just know this stuff. I've officially become a big boy. So that's my random Pokemon thoughts. A lot of them are about biology, which you should take with a not alive grain of salt, because I passed biology purely from cheating off my friends. While making this video, I went around YouTube for some inspiration. I saw some other Pokemon random thoughts videos, and some were good, I won't lie, but some were... In the Pokemon universe, a 10-year-old can control God! That was pretty shallow, and I'm a pretty shallow guy. You can ask anyone I know, they'll all tell you that Weeby's pretty shallow. But this isn't shallow, this is above ground. Also Pokemon, I'm expecting some royalty money coming my way after you release Pokemon Mitosis and Meiosis. That's all I have to say, get out of here now.